Hello, rights advocates. I am RJ Sangkap, Communications Director of the Ateneo Human Rights Center and the project proponent of the Rights in Focus, Human Rights in Campus Journalism. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is rapidly changing the way information is created and shared. While AI can be a useful tool for journalists, it also raises serious concerns about accuracy, ethics, copyright, and public trust. In this FAQ guide, we'll explore the most important questions campus journalists should also ask before using AI in their work. Question number 1. Can I use AI tools like ChatGPT in writing my article? No. AI should only serve as a support tool, not as a replacement for journalism. You may only use AI for tasks such as brainstorming ideas, analyzing data, or checking grammar. However, the actual reporting, interviewing, fact-checking, writing, and storytelling must come from the journalists themselves. The 2023 Paris Charter on AI and Journalism emphasizes that human judgment and editorial decision-making must remain at the center of journalism. In addition, the Philippine Intellectual Property Code, or Republic Act 8293, protects only original works created by human authors. Content produced entirely by AI does not qualify for copyright protection. Question number 2. What if an AI tool gives me false information and I publish it? Well, you and your publication will still be held responsible. AI systems sometimes hallucinate, meaning they generate information that sounds believable but is completely false. If you publish inaccurate information that harms someone's reputation, you may face legal consequences. Under the principle of bottom-line responsibility, journalists remain accountable for everything that they publish, even if AI helped create the content. Publishing defamatory false information online may even lead to cyber libel charges under Philippine law. Always verify every fact before publication. Question number 3. Can I upload interview recordings, confidential tips, or unpublished notes to a public AI platform? No. Doing so can put your sources at risk. Many public AI tools collect and process users' inputs. Uploading confidential interviews, sources information, or unpublished documents may compromise journalistic confidentiality and potentially expose sensitive information. Protect your sources. Never share confidential materials with public AI systems unless your organization has approved secured procedures for doing so. Question number 4. Is it okay to use AI-generated images or deepfakes in news content? Only under very strict conditions. Journalists should never use AI-generated images to falsely portray real people, events, or situations, because doing so can mislead the public and damage trust in the media. Now, if AI-generated visuals are used for illustrations, graphics, or conceptual artwork, they must be clearly labeled as AI-generated. The Paris Charter again stresses the importance of maintaining a clear distinction between authentic reality and synthetic media. In the Philippines, proposed legislation has also sought to penalize the deceptive use of deepfakes. Question number 5. Will I be accused of plagiarism if I use AI to outline or grammar check my story? Well, it depends on how AI is used. Using AI for basic grammar correction, proofreading, or translating is generally acceptable. However, relying on AI to generate major points of your article, develop your arguments, or write your story can raise concerns about academic journalistic integrity. The Student Press Law Center, a US-based organization, recommends that student media organizations establish clear policies on AI use. AI should support the writing process, but not replace the journalistic or the journalist's original work. It is also important to save your drafts, notes, and outlines. This can help demonstrate your authorship if questions arise later on. Question number 6. Can our campus publication copyright articles or images created entirely by artificial intelligence? Of course, no. Under the Philippine Intellectual Property Code, copyright protection applies only to works created by human authors. Again, work created by human authors. Content generated entirely by artificial intelligence lacks human authorship and is generally not eligible for copyright protection. This means others may be free to copy, distribute, or even monetize fully AI-generated content without your permission. Question number 7. What is the golden rule for journalists using artificial intelligence? Do not trust until verified. Treat every AI-generated output as unverified information. Never assume that AI-generated facts, quotations, statistics, or references are accurate. Always verify information using reliable sources and traditional reporting methods. Triangulate sources. Equally important is transparency. Be honest with your editors and, when appropriate, your audience, of course, about how AI was used during reporting process. Remember, AI can be a useful tool, yes, but responsibility for accuracy, fairness, and truth will always belong to the journalist person himself. Let's face it, AI is transforming journalism, and that's inevitable. But technology should strengthen, not replace the core values of reporting. Accuracy, accountability, verification, rigor, and ethical judgment remain essential. By using AI responsibly, campus journalists can embrace innovation while preserving public trust. That's it. Until next time, Rights Advocates.